Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're heading east, traveling to a place that's often called the most beautiful in China, Guilin. And our mission, well, it's not just about listing famous sites. We want to give you the history, the culture, and, the practical stuff you need to really get this region. We're talking about a city with, over 2,000 years of history?
That's right, and globally famous for that saying, the scenery of Guilin is the finest under the heaven. That really is this amazing blend, isn't it? Part myth, part geology. Guilin's in the Guangxi region, and it's all about those karst mountains. The limestone peaks just shooting up.
Right, they look unreal.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the clear rivers, of course. Plus, the name itself, Guilin, means forest of sweet osmanthus trees.
Ah, the osmanthus.
Yeah, and if you go at the right time, like late September, October, the whole city smells incredible. Those flowers are everywhere.
Okay, so let's unpack that. We've got this incredibly beautiful ancient landscape, right? But then there's the reality of actually visiting today.
Exactly.
So our sources cover the big landmarks in the city, but also places nearby like Yangshuo, the Longxing rice terraces, and crucially, how you actually navigate this unique place today. We absolutely have to start with the icon, the geological feature that basically defines the city. Elephant Trunk Hill, Zhangbishan.
It's right where the Taowu River meets the Lai River.
And it honestly takes zero effort to see it, right? It just looks like a massive elephant drinking water. People have been coming here since the Tang Dynasty. That's like 1,400 years ago.
And what's really fascinating is how that natural shape immediately became, loaded with meaning. Culture, religion, all tied into the rock.
You mean like a cave?
Exactly, the Water Moon Cave. That perfect semicircle arch between the trunk and the legs.
Ah, yeah.
At night with the reflection. It looks like a full moon floating on the river. It's beautiful, sure, but it's also packed with history. Over 50 inscriptions carved inside, some dating way back to the Song Dynasty.
Wow. And of course there's a legend too, right?
Always. The story goes it was a god elephant, belonged to the Emperor of Heaven, got stranded, locals were kind, so it refused to go back.
So the emperor put a pagoda on top to protect people.
Sort of, yeah. The Puxian Pagoda, it's said to suppress evil and protect the city. And here's where it connects deeply. That pagoda, it's a brick tower from the Ming Dynasty, and it's dedicated to Simenta Bhadrapuxya.
Okay.
He's a major figure in Chinese Buddhism. And how is he usually shown? Riding an elephant.
Ah, so the pagoda fits the hill perfectly.
Precisely. It's not just random decoration. It's a deliberate spiritual and architectural statement that mirrors the hill's own shape.
That really adds depth. But today it's different again, isn't it? They have that big night show.
Oh yeah, the legend of Elephant Hill. Lasers, projections, hypermedia, right onto this ancient hill with a Ming Dynasty pagoda on top.
It's that contrast again, 1,400 years of history meeting a high-tech light show. That kind of sums up Guilin.
Totally. And speaking of defining features, we need to go underground to the Reed Flute Cave. It's just a bit northwest of downtown, maybe 5K.
Reed Flute Cave. Why that name? Is it obvious?
It is actually, because of all the green reeds growing right outside the errands. Apparently locals use them for ages to make flutes.
Makes sense.
Inside, it's about a 240-meter walk, sort of U-shaped. Takes maybe an hour, and it's just spectacular. Stalactites, stalagmites everywhere.
Right, the Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Dragon Pagoda.
Those are some of the famous formations, yeah. And they use colored lights to highlight them, which makes it feel, otherworldly, like a natural art gallery.
And it's not just a modern tourist trap either. People have been coming here for ages.
Over 1,200 years, they found around 70 inscriptions inside actual travel journals and poems from the Tang Dynasty.
Imagine that. Tourists writing reviews 1,000 years ago.
Right. It just shows that desire to see beautiful places and, tell people about it. It's timeless.
Okay, let's move out from the city center. Because honestly, a lot of people go to Guilin for the scenery between Guilin and Yangshuo. The Lilai River cruise is probably the most famous thing to do.
It's the quintessential experience for sure. The full cruise is, 4.5 hours? Air-conditioned boat, gliding past those amazing karst peaks, the bamboo groves.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
Here's where it gets interesting. Maybe for someone wanting something a bit different, you don't have to do the big cruise.
Right, you can take an electric bamboo raft instead.
Yeah.
They usually cover the most scenic part, like Xingping to Yangdi.
How long does that take?
Quicker, maybe 80 to 100 minutes. It feels a bit more close to the water. Though, fair warning, the electric motors can be a bit noisy.
Okay, but the payoff?
The payoff is huge, because it's on that stretch near Xingping Ancient Town that you see the view. The one on the back of the 20-yuan banknote.
Ah, that's cool. Seeing the picture in real life.
Exactly. It's proof the place lives up to the hype, And that river trip connects you to some amazing old towns too. Xingping, near that banknote view, is over 1,700 years old. It was a big deal, a major port, back in the Ming and Qing dynasties.
But I'm really curious about Daxu Ancient Town. That one's even older, right? Song Dynasty.
Yeah, established around 960 AD. It's known for its long flagstone street, like 2.5 kilometers.
So what made Daxu so important? It sounds like more than just a sleepy village.
Oh, it was vital. A key market town and river port. That flagstone street, that was the commercial heart of the whole area.
Right.
And so the longevity bridge there is from the 15th century. It wasn't just pretty, it was essential infrastructure for crossing the river, getting goods like rice, tea, timber onto boats heading down the Lai River. History literally flowed across that bridge.
That paints a picture. Okay, so you follow the river, maybe see Daxu, and end up in Yangshu. People call it the global village on Earth.
Yeah, it's got that reputation. You can easily rent a bike there, cycle through the rice fields, go rafting on the Yulong River.
Yeah.
It's very tranquil out in the countryside.
But the town center itself.
West Street, that's the tourist hub now. Lots of bars, loud music, souvenir shops. It's lively, but if you want peace and quiet, you head out of town.
Gotcha. And beyond Yangshu, the Longji rice terraces are a must-see, right?
Absolutely. They aren't just fields, they're like massive sculptures carved into the mountains. People describe them as ribbons winding around the hills.
And this is where you find the Red Yao people.
Yes, famous for the women who traditionally grow their hair incredibly long, sometimes up to 2 meters. It's quite something to see.
That's amazing dedication. But the terraces themselves, growing rice on steep, rocky hills, how did they even manage that? The Zhuang and Red Yao people.
Well, that's the genius of it. It speaks volumes about their skill. The karst landscape is tough, rocky, but they developed these really sophisticated water systems, built intricate stone walls to hold everything in place.
So the terraces hold water perfectly level.
Exactly. That's why they're often called water mirrors.
Yeah.
It was pure necessity, finding a way to grow food, but the result is just beautiful. And their houses, the stilt houses,
Yeah.
often built without any nails, just incredible knowledge of wood and the local environment.
Wow. And there's a famous viewpoint.
Pinganzhuang Village has the 7 stars around the moon viewpoint. It really shows off the artistry of how they shaped the land.
Okay, seeing all this history and culture takes some planning. Let's talk logistics. Getting to Guilin sounds easy enough. Airport, train stations. But how do you get around once you're there, especially between these different areas?
Right, that's a key practical question. Because downtown Guilin is pretty compact, and importantly, there's no subway system.
Subway, okay.
So the most common way locals get around, and honestly the most efficient for short trips, is the e-bike.
Electric bikes, really?
Yep, they're everywhere, super cheap, like 3 RMB for the first half hour. It's just how people run errands, get to work.
But is that actually practical for a tourist? Navigating unfamiliar streets, maybe traffic, narrow lanes near the river. What about rain?
That's a fair question. The key is the downtown area is small, and traffic speeds aren't usually that high. So for popping between sites within the city, they're great.
Okay.
For longer distances, maybe out to the caves or further afield, yeah, you'd probably use buses. They're only 2 RMB or rideshare like Didi. But for that real local feel, trying the e-bike gives you so much freedom.
I kind of love that image, exploring a 2,000-year-old city on an e-bike. Ancient meets modern right there.